Hello everyone and welcome to my first attempt at a Super Metroid Randomizer. I have been playing this game since I was about 8 on the ZSNES emulator, and then on the Nintendo Wii Virtual Console, and then the Wii U Virtual Console, and then a Super Nintendo, and now on Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Online Service. So I figured I've been playing for so many years, I know the game very well, I'll give myself a challenge. So just modified the controls. I prefer to use the right trigger to cycle through my weapons. I just got used to pressing that button from Metroid Zero Mission and Metroid Fusion. Easier that way, so I can keep moving without having to take my left thumb off to the select button. So I can still move around and arm myself as necessary. So I'm recording this after the gameplay just because I needed to edit down some of the stuff that happens, because I did use state saves. So instead of making you guys or forcing myself to redo parts over and over and over again in attempts, because I knew that there would be some things I would have to do that I'm not the best at. I perform the mock ball trick and some difficult wall jumps. So this way, instead of having to watch me jump up the side of a wall for 40 minutes, I can just reduce the time down so we can just continue on with the gameplay. So right about here, Ridley gives me one more hit. Okay, what? 25 triggers his escape. And this part, of course, is fairly straightforward. I don't know how you would ever change this unless you get someone to randomize the map. And so, just make my escape. My biggest gripe with Super Metroid is I can't consistently do a somersault jump. For as long as I've played, there were still times where I will have Samus jumping up and to the side and not necessarily do a somersault. Even when escaping, I cannot time properly and get hit by the steam vents. Luckily, escaping Sarah's station is not anything difficult. So I get out of there as I normally would. Honestly, nothing's different about that. Let's continue and go along this journey together, where I acquire items out of sequence, and I was very fortunate to receive them in such a way that it never stopped me. I've, of course, made mistakes that I could not get out of and had to reload a state save or just save in general. So there's a wall jump. That's going to be important later for that particular spot. But I'm familiar enough with the game that I can take the power-ups given to me, and I know where I can use them. So, just gonna head on down through Old Torion, as one does, and see what our first item is. I unfortunately have to go up and down this path a few times because it all just kind of slowly comes back to me trying to remember where everything is or where to look for items. There's definitely a thought process to it. I think my most recent completion of first item is the screw attack, that's amazing. I just have to stare at it for a moment because it's the screw attack. How can it's just I'm having so much fun with that. But yeah, I have to go back and forth a lot because I'm so used to playing the game in the proper sequence that I honestly forget where I can and cannot go without certain fundamental weapons. Wall jumping is a very important advanced skill to have. You saw me, I had wall jumped out of um, that little cliff there after getting the screw attack. If I didn't know how to wall jump, I would have had to stop my randomizer right there. Um, so with the screw attack, my first objective is I want to get to the gauntlet. And if you don't know it by that name, in the landing site on Criteria, in the upper left portion of the map is a portion of wall that can break away if you use bombs or the screw attack. And it is possible to get up there using wall jumps. That my other problem with Super Metroid is timing wall jumps sometimes. I can't do space jumps as well, but I can do wall jumps fairly well when hugging just a wall. So you guys are going to have to suffer through this with me as I make my slow ascent up Old Torion. But going back, I want to go to the gauntlet because I know there's some items I can collect up there. I remember where major items, the suit upgrades, are supposed to be, but when it comes to miscellaneous pickups such as missiles, super missiles, power bombs, and energy tanks, I remember where some energy tanks are supposed to be, but anything else, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Also, if you see some weird jumps or cuts, that's just me trimming down the video because I might have paused the game or had to stop for the day and resume later. So like I was saying, my biggest reaction was to go and get to the gauntlet because I know usually the easiest time to get there is after you have the screw attack. You can get there earlier once you acquire the space jump and power bombs. You can get up there very easily. Screw attack just makes it that much easier. But if you're able to wall jump up this cliff face, which is very difficult because of the overhang, you are able to get into that area. So let me play with this video timeline here and I'll get to that part, right? Okay, so this took me 27 minutes to finally get up here. I almost get stuck, but I'm able to make it through and finally enter the gauntlet. Something I forgot about the gauntlet is the fact that there is acid that raises and lowers on the floor, and that I never encountered acid with only the basic power suit. So with that mistake out of my way, I have come back, and the first thing I do is do a physical save in Samus's ship to make sure when I do die again, it's not an if, it's a when, I'll at least have my first power-up that I don't have to go all the way down and all the way back up again. So that first part took me 27 minutes, and this part took me 13 more minutes. So I've improved, my muscle memory has gotten better, and I screwed up because I got stuck. I physically cannot get out of here. I do not have a morph ball to roll into. I cannot jump. I'm stuck. And I'm mad because I just spent another 13 minutes plus the 27 minutes So that's about 40 minutes so far, just trying to get up this stupid wall, because I know there is a power up there that I can get. So I'm going to quickly reload here and resume. So this time, it only takes me about 3 minutes. Still, I'm going to just cut ahead to that part and make my way up the wall. And I'm going to be very careful to not fall all the way down. I'm going to make sure I do big enough jumps to break the whole wall and not get stuck. And I think this is the third time, so I make sure that I do those somersault jumps because I'm so bad at them. I gotta make sure I do that screw attack to break the walls and dodge the enemies. And I'm dead again. So I've been playing this randomizer for almost an hour now, and I've only grabbed one pickup. And I know, there's that really easy pickup where that first energy tank is, if I just kept going left. But I am so stubborn that I need to get this. I'm here. I've invested so much time that I will not give up. This attempt only took me about another 2 minutes. Obviously, I've been improving. So, this is when I begin to use my state saves, just because I don't want to have to go through all that again. Obviously, I can do it, and it's just, I'm not going for speed. I just want to see, can I complete this game in a randomizer fashion? So I'm playing extra cautious. I'll run back if necessary. I'm trying really hard to get those somersaults to get Samus to use the screw attack and break those blocks. I got lucky with an energy pickup there. If you can follow my health, oh my gosh, just break the wall. This game is not nice if you don't know what you're doing. And my first item is an energy tank. And I know there's a further path in this area, but without the morph ball and power bombs, I can't get there. So I doubt myself. I have to double check before I decide to leave. But with an extra energy tank in my possession, I'm much more confident in leaving than I was coming in. So much so that I just decided I really wanted to kill that enemy. So I'm just gonna wait here for that acid to drop down. Struggle. Just, oh my god. That really happened. I forgot that had happened. I'm normally not this bad, but like I said, everyone loves Super Metroid, and there's a debate: should it be remade? Should it be left alone? Because how do you make it better? The somersaulting jumps, I to this day cannot 100% perform them when necessary. When it comes to Zero Mission in Fusion, I have no problems. There's just something about the way Super Metroid works that just my fingers do not agree with. It does not agree with me. Oh, damn it. I got caught. Oh gosh. Let me speed this process up here. Hold on. And with that, I'm drawing to a close on our first part. I do make it out of here alive after more struggles, but we will continue this in the next part, where things finally get going after I collect another power up. Bye.